Good morning, everyone. Let's take a look at the markets today. Yesterday we saw a nice breakout, 1.4% on the S&P. We saw a nice pop, and then we faded that all the way down to the 20-day moving average, where we saw a buyer step back in and break us out to new highs. It's pretty typical action. You know, you got to pull back after these breakouts and regain your footing and regain your strength before you can break out to higher levels. Watch today for pretty much a digestion day. Maybe a little bit of chop, kind of like we saw right here, where we don't really move that much and we can push higher or sideways a little bit more. You know, we gotta, every time we break out, we gotta continue to work it off before we can move higher. Otherwise, we get too far extended. We're not overbought. We're not out of the Bollinger Bands. You know, we're not overextended. We're looking good right now for the longs. If you're short, I'm sorry. But if you're long, you're been having a good time this year, so definitely keep enjoying that. I was still not looked short until we break that 50-day moving average. Below that, yes, there's a lot of room that we can make up, maybe down to the 200, which is now starting to turn up finally. But as long as we're above those two levels, I don't see any reason really why to get heavy defensive into shorts here. AGEN, look for it to take out these highs. It broke out, it pulled back, it's taken back off again. XIN, pretty much the same thing. Look for it to take out the highs here. Nice little range at that 288 level. It's a bit thin, so be careful on this one, but it did pull back to that 20-day moving average before taking off. Needs a little bit more volume coming in here on this bounce, though. DGIT, looks like it could be setting up for a bottom bounce, maybe over that 1080, 1084 level. Coming out of that 20-day moving average. It's trying to work itself off. It almost got into oversold territory, so it could bounce a little bit higher. It's got a lot of room to run, at least up into this gap fill. MPC, this one is a IPO high watch. Had the IPO, pretty much just been messing around, put in a couple highs there, retested here. So look for it to take out these highs. Definitely like this one, one of my favorite stocks on the watch list today. I've been watching this one for a while. It's a bit overextended with this gap here, so you gotta be careful, but the volume did come in and it is looking good on the stochastics. BCRX, nice breakout and a pull back to that 20-day moving average. It's just been a bit sloppy with this gap and this big candle here, but it's still looking good for a bounce. It's looking like it's gonna set up here. Need some volume to come in out of this consolidation. ECYT, got a nice little flag here. It got this big breakout, and then it looks like it's starting to flag here. Look for a takeout of that. Low volume in this flag. It's what you want to see. OEH, simple, just take out the highs here. This is a big stock, so don't look for anything monumental, and I wouldn't, if the breakout doesn't go the first time, you know, don't just kill it. Keep it going, and then we'll see if it can regain its strength and take off. SWS, another thin stock, so be careful, but it is coming out of this range. It could pop to that 50-day moving average. The buy volume looks pretty good over here. Sell volume's been very light and weak. It's got support on that 200-day moving average, which is going to give it a nice floor if it does decide to take off for that 50. SSP, another take out of the highs, which it seems like all stocks are taking out the highs. This is also going to be a $10 roll hold number. We like to see those taken out. Good volume. I like this one. And AMRN, you know, we were watching this one for that parabolic short. The short was just a little too slow, and it's still a little too slow. It never really did break down. 1% a day is nothing. So look for it to build a base here at that 1130. Volume looks good. And look for it to get another pop, maybe another run at these highs. It's already out of the overbought territory. Look for the volume to come in a reversal day. That's all I got for you today. These big breakout days yesterday produced a lot of charts that all look the same, so you pretty much just got to take them with a grain of sand, and it does produce a lot of charts out there to look through, so you try to find the ones that are a little bit different. So hopefully these are them. Hopefully these will go for you. Good luck, everyone.